こんにちは。Welcome to Japan Society here on YouTube. Today we'll be focusing on the particles de and ni. If you watched our Uki Uki Lesson 17, you know that de is a particle that's used with a place word. But very often you have also the particle ni with place words too. What's the difference? A lot of people get confused about this and misuse these particles. So let's talk about how you can tell exactly when to use de and ni. As a general rule, de is your default place particle. So for instance, サンフランシスコでケビンさんに会いました。I met Kevin in San Francisco. ジャパンソサエティで日本語を勉強しています。I'm studying Japanese at Japan Society. 今週末はセントラルパークで本を読むつもりです。I'm planning to read a book in Central Park this weekend. カフェでコーヒーでも飲みませんか? Would you like to grab coffee or something at a cafe? 東京で生まれました。I was born in Tokyo. So when you use the particle ni, you only do that when you're using certain verbs. There are two groups of verbs that take the particle ni. The first group is called motion verbs. You can also call these directional verbs, including 行きます to go, 来ます to come, and 帰ります to return. よく図書館に行きます。I often go to the library. 毎朝7時に学校に行きます。I go to school at 7 every morning. 今年の夏に友達がニューヨークに来ます。My friend will come to New York this summer. 安くて美味しかったからこのレストランにまた来たいです。It was inexpensive and so delicious, so I want to come to this restaurant again. With 帰ります to return, the place words usually need to be your home, your hometown, or home country. 先生、ちょっと熱があるみたいなので家に帰ってもいいですか? Professor, I seem to have a fever. May I go home? ルームメイトは毎年夏に国に帰ります。My roommate goes back to her country every summer. With these motion verbs, you can use the particle e instead of ni, although it's less common. There are a few more verbs that belong to this category, but for now, just make sure to know how to use these three verbs very well. The other group is called existence verbs. These are あります and います。うちにピアノがありますか? Do you have a piano at home? 東京に有名なスカイツリーがあります。There's the famous sky tree in Tokyo. この町に日本語を話せる友達がいますか? Do you have friends in the city who can speak Japanese? 私のアパートに猫と犬がいます。I have a cat and a dog in my apartment. So to sum it up, if you're using one of these motion verbs, 行きます、来ます or 帰ります or existence verbs, あります and います in your sentence, you use the particle ni. With most other verbs, remember to use de for the place word. Japan Society に来てください。次のウキウキレッスンで会いましょう。Thank you so much for watching Uki Uki. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And please feel free to leave any comments and questions below. ではまた。